I'm Kenzie Knox and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be painting this fantastic angel piece that you see right here. So let's get started. Hi everyone, it's Kenzie Knox and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be painting How to Paint an Angel acrylic painting tutorial by Joni Young Art. You can find her on YouTube. You just simply type in Joni, Joni, Young, Young, Art, A-R-T, and type that into YouTube, hit enter, scroll on over to her videos tab. You can also just search for How to Paint an Angel acrylic painting tutorial in her search function feature, or Joni Young with that title. But you'll find a nice angel. She looks beautiful. It's like her wings are spread out behind her, and her hair is like maybe in a braid going down her back, and she's got like this little just frilly dress sort of thing going on. And she's in the forest and merging to the light, so it's just a beautiful painting, and I'm just so excited to get started. But in order to get started, we must prime our canvas in a light gray color. So this light gray color, I'm simply going to add elephant white. Oh, sorry, and I'm working on a 9 by 11 size canvas. And I'm going to add my white to it. And then, make sure you have your water cups ready. Go ahead and grab, let's see, your trusty old blending brush. So grab this mop brush if you have one. If not, you can use a flat brush. You can use an angular brush. You can use whatever you want. And I'm just going to tap into the white and to the gray. I'm going to grab my little spray bottle and spritz this down and paint that on there. We have one layer down. We're ready to pick up or put down our second layer. So do the same process where you dip into your gray and you pick up some white, and you're just blending the two colors together on the canvas, and no water on this round. Okay, so now that we have our canvas primed twice over and ready to go, let's start the video.
Today I'm going to be showing you step by step in acrylics how to
And you can go ahead and clean off your brush and wash it off and set it aside to dry.
a warm light in the forest.
Make sure you clean it thoroughly.
A few different colors today, and painting on a gray primed 16 by 20.
And I slowed our video down to 0.75% speed. I might speed it up at first, just because sometimes. Okay, so we need on our palette titanium white. So I'm going to use, let's see, titanium white. She seems to have a lot of titanium white, but I'm just going to apply it as needed. She uses CAD yellow cool, which I believe is CAD yellow. I would use this one. This one might be warm, actually. This is a warm yellow. I might just use this yellow for the CAD medium cool. And then she uses red neon and is it ultramarine or phthalo blue? phthalo blue.
It'll float. Now keep in mind you can paint your
And she's using her
wet,
round or filbert brush. The largest ones that you have,
so
any size should work really.
pink, any blue, and any
You
yellow
can use any,
variation of
you can use a flat brush for this process, or you can use a rounded brush, you can use an angular brush, you can use whatever you're comfortable with. All we'll be doing is taking some strokes and creating the sunlight from the background. So this is where the angel will be in front of. So it's going to be brightest right here. It's going to be like this white yellow area. And then as we get out farther, it'll be like a reddish orangey hue maybe with trees. So this you want really white bright right here, the first or the middle third section of your canvas. And then your angel will take up probably from here down with the wings out. It'll be really pretty. So go ahead and wet your brush in some water, tap off the side drips, and then tap it off on your towel to just get rid of those drips because those will ruin your painting. Tab your paintbrush into some white like that, and then grab just a hint of yellow. And then she's just pulling down her canvas. And if your paintbrush is wet enough, or if it's not flowing, you can add more water. I'm not going to add much more yellow besides in this initial middle area. And then I'm going to add white going out also, just right in that middle. And so if your paint is not flowing, just grab some water on your brush.
want the center of the paint to be the brightest. So it might take a few layers, but if you're
Okay, so the center is supposed to be the lightest. So you don't want real thick white paint on the outside, but you want it to blend on in. So you might have to thin out your paint a little by pulling it out on your palette with some water. Just basically toning your canvas. To speed up this process, I'm going to dry it with my brush so that we can add multiple layers. I'm not going to put my brush in water. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to pause the video and I'm going to dry that off. Oh, actually,
a little bit of
she wants to take some red
red
with the yellow.
up towards the
Not yet. Okay, so now I'm taking neon red, which I have this like neon reddish color. Oops. And then I have the yellow, so mix the red and yellow together like this. Sorry, that's too quick. I'm not sure what color she's... Oh, so it's more like the orange up here. So a lot more yellow than red. And then start around a third of the way.
softer, possibly pinkier.
Oops, was I not supposed to go all the way out? Let me jump ahead. No, it's fine.
Brush like this now, and do some lines.
Ooh, okay, so make sure you tab your brush in some water and tap it off on a rag and then pick up your paint. And now we're getting some red trees.
Okay, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit of my phthalo blue and just mix it in with the colors I've got here. So red, yellow, and maybe a bit of white, whatever's left in my brush. And I'm just going to start.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Okay, so now that I've got my trees in, just a few, and none of them look top to bottom. They're all just like in the middle,
Give us the illusion of some
which they do end up going to the top, so don't worry about that. And then now we are going to pick up some phthalo blue.
Okay, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit of my phthalo blue and just mix it in
So I have phthalo blue.
with the colors I've got here. So red, yellow, maybe a bit of white, whatever's left in my brush. just gonna start
Okay, so next thing that with the blue, you're gonna push and tap
along the bottom,
just along the bottom area.
slightly flicking up, and then a little scumble.
I like creating some brush. Okay,
Add a little bit of white.
so white, blue,
And we'll just start to work our way up.
green, white, blue, green, and yellow.
Get a bit of water on my brush. And we'll start to slightly
And just grab some blue.
both lines.
And then we are going to, oops, sorry, there's a glare. Let's see. Fix this lighting for you. Hope that's better. Alright, so now we're going to line some of these trees that we did.
On this side. And then I'm going to turn my brush this way and just softly blend. Make this look really fuzzy.
She could have just left it like that, but you can leave it like that if you like it. No, I'm going to create shoes, so if you look at the final photo, it looks like there's indications of like little dips in the path or mounds.
A little bit of paint like did on the edge there. A little bit of black with that.
That way, down here, it looks like little scoops.
We'll just have a few trees along the edge here that are a little bit darker.
Okay, you can grab some more blue.
A little bit of water on my brush. Now you can come in with your trees with a different brush, of course, like to make.
Okay, grab a little more blue. If you're having trouble using a filbert brush, you can use a flat brush. That will help you a lot. Remember to grab some water. Just a little bit will do.
This side, start at the top. And a little bit more yellow this time.
Okay, I'm just gonna get soft. Okay. Oh, she made it green. Okay, so now I think we will be adding green to our
And make it
brush. So over here. And maybe a little bit over here. Okay, and then she's making an olive green with yellow and black, but I do fortunately have olive green somewhere.
this one. Right here, I'm going to bring these two trees in to make one.
Okay, so I have olive green.
Black.
I'm going to take that same brush, get it wet, tap off the excess, dip it into that green. and pull it into a tree that we're going to make over here. You make that a little darker with that other green color first. Go back over.
I think I'll come in
Make layers.
right here. No, on an angle. Step brighter. We'll see.
Okay, I'm going to wash my brush out now. I'm actually going to take a little bit of red. Just a little bit of red. Make that stand out just a little bit more.
A little bit of a lighter color. I think I'll come in right here. No, on an angle.
And I'm just grabbing just a tad bit of red. Trying to add some contour colors here. Okay, and then you can rinse your brush out. And then I'm going to pick up that olive green again. Just create this tree that comes up on an angle.
I'm going to dry this off completely, and then we'll start our next step. We're going to be adding more white in here to break
Okay.
this up even more. We've got
So she wants us to dry off our canvas, so go ahead and dry your hot air gun or your heat gun or your blow dryer, and you can dry your canvas off. Now that that is all dry to the touch, no paint, nope, that's previous paint from before. We can begin back up with the video. So she wants to brighten up the center.
we're going to be adding more white.
So she wants to add more white to this center area, which is going to be where the angel's head will be right here. So that's where the head will be.
But I want it to be a
So
couple shades lighter.
she wants a couple shades lighter than the yellow, but not pure white.
Our next step is brighter.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take take your filbert brush and damp it in some water, or tap it in some water, and take off the drips on the edge or on a towel, and then scoop into the titanium white,
pretty much all dry.
just white.
A little bit down.
And it's wet with white paint.
And we're going to go right
And where the center, where I said the angel's head was going to be, we're just going to make that
center.
white. And that is in the center. Mainly. And then glowing out. I don't know how far. I'm not going to go past that landmark. But
So now it's nice and bright. Here's my number 30 filbert, like I mentioned earlier.
I'm going to take a couple layers.
Just do a little bit of that neon red.
Oh, but now she's adding.
Just gonna, here's my number 30 filbert.
So I'm going to use the same brush.
It's a bit damp.
Oh, no, I got to wash off my brush. Okay, so wash off your brush. We're going to grab that neon red. And I think we're toning. I like to call it toning or painting. So making sure everything is dry. In order to do this technique, you need to make sure everything is dry. So besides the middle area that we just painted, this should all be dry to the touch with your hand. There should be no damp areas anywhere. So you need that to be dry. That must be dry. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your red paint. So my brush is clean, and I tapped it in water and took out the side drips using a towel. And I just took a little bit of the red on my brush, like that much, and I'm pulling it out so you can see that it's like a watery red, and you'll basically be painting it like with a red washed color. But I'm going to see what she does. So it's a little bit over here. Oh, you have to be careful too, because the waters will drip down. You're basically toning whatever areas you paint. So she wants it all the way over.
We can add a little bit down here.
Now she's doing neon red, neon orange, or neon yellow to create neon orange. Oh, this is where she's doing those landscapes. Okay, so take your red, or take your yellow and add a dab of red.
Sunlit areas and patches of grass.
I'm going to create orange sunlit areas, patches of grass. So those dips that I created earlier, I'm just going to highlight them essentially. Okay, I just move some of the orange around, just that orange and yellow. I mean, it's in the painting, but I mean, it's just a hint of it here and there. And my color is too red, and I feel like if I add white to it, well, maybe it'll work. I added a little bit of white to my color, and I'm just gonna maybe create like this wash. Try to get rid of that orange color.
Kind of gives it like a smoky, hazy feel to it, kind of dreamy like.
Oh, hers is neon. I don't have that neon colors. I need to get myself some neon orange. Oh, she got purple and blue.
Just add it wherever you want.
So this is just blue, taking that phthalo blue. Just creating those pathways. Okay, and then she did add some purple, so I'm going to add some violet to my palette. Okay, and then we're just going to add that color to a brush. And create a tree here if you want. Another one right here. Then it's almost like it's only purple over here, I think. Looks really pretty with the orange. I might add a little bit of light between here and make that red to separate them out more. I feel like the trees are too close together. So I'm going to fix that real quick. I'm going to dry it off. I really should only take a couple seconds to dry off the acrylic if it's that thin. But I am going to take some of that white with a little bit of that red, the orangey color. And paint that down, and I'm going to take some red. And tone those areas. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let's wash out our brush. Oh, I think she has a little more pink. Okay, you can put your brush away. So my next brush I'll be taking is a filbert brush, and it's a number 4. I think she's using a number 12, but I'm using a number 4. So she picked up a smoky color that she created from the gray, so white and black, with some purple. It's like a mauve, this color, I think. Ooh, it's a lot darker. I can't tell what color it is. Okay. So the figure that we're drawing is basically the waist, which is small, and then the hips, or the bottom, which is bigger, the rear area. So she starts, I would say, about a third of the way. I can't tell. Oh, yes, I can. So yeah, that's a third of the way up the canvas is where she starts, and the waist is basically right there. So that's a center mark, and I just made a little off center. And then the waist goes in and dips out. And you get some water on your brush if it's not, if the water, if your paint's not flowing. Okay, I'm going to add a little more black and purple to my gray color with a little blue. And it's like a dark color. Just kind of paint that thinly. Okay, so now we're taking some blue and some red and some white. It's that light mauve-y color again. Hers is more purple. It's a cooler purpley blue. I don't know if that really matters, but mine's not dry yet. I gotta dry mine. Okay, and then she's creating the arms, so the arms look like this one is a little bent out, and it comes down, and this one just looks like it's just flowing.
Take some off, move them around, correct anything you want to.
Down this way. And then the top goes up.
A little bit of black in here.
Create a triangle. And this triangle goes to the top of her shoulders, which is the 1/3, so another third, so that triangle, build that up. There, and then bring it over. And then we're going to paint that dark.
I'm not worried about her arms here because it's going to be covered up with wings.
Just so you don't worry about the arms if you're focused on them, because they'll be covered by wings.
I'm just going to do a line like this for her neck.
Okay, and then her neck.
Just push for her head. A little oval or kind of a lopsided circle. And then maybe she's got a little bit of hair coming down.
I need to make this darker, I think. Or perhaps make a darker shade of this color here.
I want to give her dress a little bit more of a sheer
I said that was really blue.
light effect. Maybe ruffly, maybe flowy. So I can easily come back in here with a little bit of water and scumble some of that around. And where I want to have her legs, I can come back in.
I need more phthalo
Do
blue.
this quite easily with a little bit of black.
I'm beginning to love phthalo blue. I didn't realize why so many artists use it, but I absolutely love phthalo blue.
Can just leave that for now. I think that looks kind of pretty. We'll bring in her wrist a little bit and narrow right there. And now I'll start with her wings. Get my brush a little bit wet.
Okay, and then this side is like
I'm gonna take
black, essentially.
some blue, some red.
I'm just going to clean off my brush a little bit so the paint doesn't stick in those bristles.
Get those mixed up.
I'm going to get any water. I suggest
Level with her head
you might want to refresh your water
here.
if you have a minute to do so.
Nicely towards her shoulder.
Just so that your brush can just stay clean.
Just that first.
'Cause this is not a long painting for the seal brush.
Slide it up, push and let off. Around, push and let off.
Okay, so now we're creating
So it's pointy.
the wings and we're creating this. We're coming up,
I'm going to add a little bit of water to my brush.
so
So
up
that
at
it
an
starts
angle,
to be a little bit more full.
up at an angle. Scoop, scoop.
And see through. And we're just going to push and then turn.
Oop, I didn't see what she did. She's pushing and
As we get
turning.
into this area here, we're going to start to line our brush up a little bit differently. You'll need to load your brush up quite often. Push, overlap, shadow. Do the same thing on the other side. So the feathers start to come in shorter here, and they go right over part of her arm. I'm gonna very carefully take the end off of these ones right here, just so that they're a little bit higher up, so the shape is up like that. Get another watercolor brush, another red and blue.
I'm just adding a little more blue to my brush.
And then just start to overlap.
Just to give some shadows, I guess, some texture, some depth. This looks gorgeous. Okay, so we're creating a darker I need more purple, I need red. Oh, there's red actually.
And then we'll take more blue and red. And we're just going to kind of tighten here. Running out of paint. I'm going to pick up a little bit of black this time. Bring it up just slightly over top of the other one. And start another layer. And it's all about building up these layers and having those filtered ones, just letting that light in. It's so important. Right here. And do a line.
Oh, she's drawing some red-black lines here.
And start to make it
So, put it down here,
kind of soft.
down here.
And then bring it up. So it goes like this, round up.
Okay,
over,
so around and up.
over. Or just something like that. Just do whatever you can that's closest to this.
I did that wrong, so you're supposed to scoop up again, or scoop up and then scoop again out to the wing side. I thought it was scooping to the center of the wing.
And then go through the ends.
I'm just pulling those
Some
out.
attention to them. Just a few little
I'm going to do that again.
pulls.
So
Little
blue.
pulls and flicks.
I should take some red. She has this thing what comes
Take some black.
here.
And this is where I'm going to have her head, neck, and in between the wings, darker.
Yeah, I think I need black. So It needs to be jet black. It's my palette. I just can't get the color that she wants without it being just black.
Sit on that blue and red. I'm just kind of going to bring these lines a little bit closer together, narrower right in here.
Definitely have to fix that dress. It's a little scandalous for an angel.
Loose hair.
Need a little
Just a little bit of blue and white.
round brush. I'm going to tap that in water. I need to put some white in between
And just add a smoky
right here to create almost
some of these
her hand
colors.
claw effect sort of thing. So I didn't really do that part right. I didn't see her doing it. So. Put her hand out here, put her hand here.
Shorter ones with a little push pull flick.
Then I need to fix up
And then come inside here.
this over here.
Continue with those feathers.
Fix that there.
And then we'll get working on this other side.
I think. Not really sure how to fix that. I don't know how to, I'm not very good at painting people. But that's okay. They're trying, that's all that matters. So I'm going to clean that brush and put that one away. Now just a regular round brush, a number 3 round. You don't have to do that. I was just trying to create a hand and I don't think it worked, but that's okay. So now I'm going to take some of that lighter blue, which I don't even know how I made that. But I'm going to create some feathers.
A little bit more red this time. More water.
Okay, let's see. So I'm just filling up some of my water containers. Okay, so now she's going to dip your brush in water, tap off the excess, pick up that baby blue, and she created some wings here. We're going to have to create that swoopy thing again, which is this swoop.
That dark color. I'll use it to show.
That swoop. Okay, so now I'm just going to, it looks like she's darkening this one area over here with some black because it's going down in a slant or slope. And then she also does some weird, okay, so for the inner set, I'm going to wash my brush off. I'm going to get some baby blue, so some white and some phthalo blue. Toss out of and create these. There's the feathers. And I'm just like dabbing my brush. Just small dabs.
See all these
In the
colors that
direction
hold
I think
these-
it would go in. And then I'm using a darker color,
reading all these other
doing
colors.
some dabs above it to layer it.
They all work off of each other.
And what looks like the more purple color. More dabs. And I need to grab some more purple. This is not purpley enough. And it's just looking murky now. So I'm going to grab some more purple, some more phthalo blue. I'm going to wash my brush off. I don't like when it looks like just like a murky color. I like it to be like one or the other, or so that you can tell what color it is. Like that just looks like a muddy purple color. I don't like that color, but that will not be the final color. Please keep that in mind. So now I'm going to do, for her feathers, I'm going to do a light purple. So that's just white and purple, or white and violet. It creates this beautiful violet. I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. I'm going to rinse off my brush. Grab some more. Just tap. Now it looks like she's just taking phthalo blue, so go ahead and wet your brush in water. Tap off the excess, grab phthalo blue, and we're just going to add it to the wingspan over here that we flicked out. Grab some baby blue. Gosh, that's a gorgeous color. And then, let's see, she keeps doing the flakes. And I'm going to wash my brush off. Now I'm going to grab, oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to grab some phthalo blue and a smidgen of black just to tone it down. She does this weird thing where these wings always come in lines like that. And then there's like a ledge here. And I'm not sure if they're supposed to come down off of it.
A little bit more to the top of her head.
How that's supposed to work. Again, that's just a little black and into the blue, my jet black and blue. And I'm going to create this sort of flimsy dancing line here. That black and blue. Oh, she's doing it too. That's funny. Okay. I just don't know where to take this. I think I'm going down.
Now you kind of get to leave and add the last little bit of filtering.
Okay, you go ahead and wash your brush. And grab some light purple. If you have any left. Just do some here. And then down here a little bit of purple.
Also take a little bit of our red and yellow and white. Remove that soft peachy background color.
Look at this, her arm just hanging down this way. Like she's just staring forward. Like, what is that? So I think her head needs to be a little bit bigger. I do want it to be in a pony or a... I'm going to wet my brush a little bit. So the paint flows a little better. Paint has trouble transferring to a canvas. If you dab your brush just a little bit in water, that sometimes helps.
Okay, I'm going to call this one done. This was...
Oh, she's done hers. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of make my braid here. I'm just adding little highlights in her hair. Okay. And other than that, from what I can tell, mine is almost done. I might add a few more feathers in there just to add a little bit more texture. But according to her, her video, she says we're done. So I guess we're done. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it didn't take too long, and I hope it wasn't too difficult. I would give it around a 7 out of 10 on a scale of difficulty. Out of fun relaxation, I would definitely say this is on the higher end of the scale. It was fairly simple for me to do this painting and relax and just enjoy it and have fun. And so thank you, Joni Young. You are amazing and are a wonderful artist, and thank you for your ideas and putting them down on paper, because everyone loves to stare at it. And you know that weird clocky painting that you have? If you could do that one, that would be cool. Okay, thank you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye.